In the untamed wilderness, where nature reigns supreme, every creature has a story, one written in instincts, survival, and secrets that have remained hidden until now. From the depths of the ocean to the heart of the rainforest, the animal kingdom is full of mysteries beyond imagination. Did you know that elephants can hear with their feet, or that crows can recognize human faces, and even hold grudges? An archerfish can shoot jets of water to knock down prey accurately. Beyond the hunt, beyond survival, lies a world of intelligence, strategy, and unexpected friendships. Some animals form alliances we never imagined, like coyotes and badgers working together to track prey, or vampire bats sharing food with their friends to ensure survival. Even in the deadliest corners of the wild, cooperation can mean the difference between life and death. But not every mystery has an answer. Why do whales sing across entire oceans? How do migratory birds navigate thousands of miles with pinpoint precision? And what are the eerie lights that have been seen in the eyes of deep-sea creatures, glowing in the abyss? Prepare to journey into the unknown, where instincts defy science, and where the wild holds secrets even we have yet to uncover. This is Beyond the Hunt, the animal kingdom's greatest mysteries. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, a secret language echoes through the waters, a language not of words, but of clicks. These mighty giants, the sperm whales, communicate using a complex system of clicks known as codas. Each click carries meaning, allowing whales to identify one another, coordinate movements, and even pass down knowledge through generations. But just like humans, whales have regional dialects. Different pods develop their own unique accents, forming distinct click cultures. A whale from the Caribbean might speak differently than one from the Pacific, much like an English speaker sounds different from a French or Japanese speaker. Young whales learn their pod's dialect by listening to their elders, ensuring that their cultural identity is preserved. The language of whales remains one of nature's greatest mysteries, an ancient symphony echoing through the blue, waiting to be fully understood. Beneath our feet lies a hidden world, a civilization built on order, cooperation, and even conflict. Ant colonies are more than just insect communities. They are highly organized societies with complex behaviors that often mirror our own. Some ants are peaceful farmers, cultivating fungus deep within their nests as a sustainable food source. These tiny agriculturalists cut leaves and bring them underground, using them as fertilizer to grow the fungus that sustains their colony. But not all ants live in harmony. Some species engage in full-scale wars, battling rival colonies over territory and resources. These wars can last for days, with soldier ants fighting fiercely, using their powerful mandibles as weapons. The victors often take prisoners, enslaving weaker ants and forcing them to work for their colony. An eerie parallel to human warfare and conquest. Ants also have their own form of communication, relying on pheromones, chemical signals that guide their actions. A simple touch of the antennae can pass messages between workers, directing them to food, danger, or the queen's needs. This intricate system allows colonies to function like a single organism, with each ant playing a specific role in maintaining order. Despite their small size, ants have shaped ecosystems for millions of years, demonstrating intelligence, teamwork, and even strategy. From warriors to farmers, builders to caretakers, their social lives reveal a fascinating glimpse into the power of collective effort. The next time you see an ant trail winding across the ground, remember, you are witnessing a society in motion, a world as complex and structured as our own. In the harsh, frozen world of Antarctica, survival is not just about endurance, it's about strategy. Among Adelie penguins, one of nature's most unexpected forms of bartering takes place. Here, pebbles are more than just rocks. They are currency, essential for building sturdy nests that protect eggs from the brutal Antarctic winds. But in some cases, these valuable stones are exchanged for more than just shelter. They are traded for mating favors. Female penguins, seeking the best nesting materials, sometimes approach males who are not their mates, offering a pebble in exchange for a brief encounter. Scientists have observed that these interactions don't always result in full mating, but rather an exchange, one that benefits both parties. The female secures a much-needed pebble for her nest, while the male receives attention that might increase his chances of future reproduction. Not all transactions are so direct. Some females resort to stealing pebbles from unguarded nests, while others collect multiple stones to increase their bargaining power. Meanwhile, males fiercely defend their carefully curated pebble collections, knowing that their ability to attract a mate depends on the size and quality of their nest. This unusual behavior challenges our perception of animal relationships, revealing that even in the wild, negotiation, trade, and strategy play a crucial role in survival. What may seem like a simple exchange of pebbles is, in reality, a glimpse into the complex social dynamics of one of the most resilient creatures on Earth. In the frozen silence of Antarctica, the language of survival is spoken not in words, but in stones. In the heart of the wild, elephants display an extraordinary connection to their dead, one that mirrors human grief in ways both haunting and profound. When an elephant dies, its herd does not simply move on. Instead, they gather around the fallen, touching its body with their trunks, as if saying a final goodbye. Scientists have observed these mourning rituals time and again, where elephants display signs of loss, standing vigil, refusing to leave, and even emitting low rumbling calls that seem filled with sorrow. But their connection to the dead does not end there. Even long after the body has decayed, elephants have been seen revisiting the bones of their lost relatives, gently caressing skulls and tusks with an almost reverent curiosity. They recognize their own, displaying a deep sense of memory and recognition that few other species possess. Some have even been observed covering the bodies of their fallen with leaves and branches as if performing a primitive burial. This profound emotional intelligence is part of what makes elephants so remarkable. They form deep family bonds, care for their sick and elderly, and mourn their dead in ways that challenge our understanding of animal emotion. Are these rituals simply instinct, or do they reveal a consciousness that we have yet to fully comprehend? In the vast and untamed wilderness, where life and death are constant forces, elephants remind us of something deeply human: the power of love, loss, and remembrance. Their rituals tell a story not just of survival, but of something even more enduring: the unbreakable ties of family etched in memory and time. In the unforgiving deserts of North America, survival demands creativity. Among the most bizarre and astonishing defense mechanisms in the animal kingdom is that of the Texas horned lizard, a creature that quite literally fights with its own blood. When threatened by predators such as coyotes, bobcats, or hawks, this spiky reptile has a final, shocking trick. It builds pressure in the blood vessels around its eyes, causing them to rupture and launching a stream of blood up to 5 feet away. The effect is both startling and effective, confusing attackers and even deterring some predators altogether. But this defense is not just for shock value. The blood contains chemicals that taste foul to certain predators, particularly canines, making them think twice before trying to make a meal of the lizard. Interestingly, the horned lizard does not rely solely on this gruesome ability. Its body is covered in sharp, bony scales, and it can flatten itself against the ground to become nearly invisible, blending seamlessly with the rocky desert floor. If spotted, it might even puff up its body to appear larger, making it a more difficult meal to swallow. Despite its impressive survival tactics, the Texas horned lizard faces threats from habitat loss, invasive species, and human activity. Once a common sight across the southwestern United States, its numbers have declined in recent years, making conservation efforts more critical than ever. This small but formidable reptile serves as a reminder that in nature, even the most unassuming creatures can develop extraordinary ways to defend themselves. In the wild, survival is not always about size or strength. Sometimes it's about adaptation, resilience, and, in the case of the Texas horned lizard, an unforgettable splash of the unexpected. They say an elephant never forgets, but in the bird world, no creature holds a grudge quite like the crow. These highly intelligent birds are not only capable of recognizing human faces, but they can remember them for years. If a crow perceives someone as a threat, perhaps a person who disturbed their nest or acted aggressively, they do not just avoid them, they retaliate. They will call loudly, swoop down, and even alert other crows to the danger, ensuring that the offender is recognized by the entire flock. But the truly astonishing part, crows do not just hold grudges individually. They pass their knowledge down. Studies have shown that crows will teach their offspring to recognize dangerous humans, even if the young birds have never encountered the person themselves. This ability to transfer knowledge suggests a sophisticated level of social intelligence, one that rivals primates in complexity. Yet, their intelligence is not just used for holding grudges. Crows have been observed using tools, solving complex puzzles, and even showing acts of generosity, offering small gifts to humans who have fed them. They are capable of recognizing themselves in mirrors, a rare trait shared only with the most intelligent animals on Earth. So the next time you see a crow watching you from above, be mindful. If you treat them kindly, they might remember you as a friend. But if you cross them, you may find yourself on the receiving end of one of nature's most relentless feuds. In the world of crows, memory is power, and grudges last a lifetime. The tiger's stripes are one of the most recognizable patterns in the animal kingdom. Beautiful, bold, and unmistakable. But did you know that if you were to shave a tiger completely, its stripes would not disappear? That is because these markings are not just on the fur, they are embedded in the skin itself, much like human fingerprints. Each tiger has a unique pattern, ensuring that no two are ever exactly alike. Scientists believe these stripes serve multiple purposes. In the dense jungles and tall grasses where tigers roam, their distinctive markings act as camouflage, breaking up their outline and making them nearly invisible to unsuspecting prey, even in the moonlight. Their shadows blend seamlessly into the environment, giving them an edge as silent hunters. But the presence of stripes on their skin suggests that these patterns are more than just fur deep. They may be tied to genetic pigmentation. Much like birthmarks in humans, this extraordinary feature is not unique to tigers alone. Other striped animals, like zebras, also have skin pigmentation that matches their fur. However, in tigers, the contrast is striking, making them one of nature's most beautifully designed predators. Whether in the wild or in captivity, their iconic patterns remain a permanent part of their identity, an evolutionary masterpiece sculpted over millions of years. So the next time you see a tiger, remember, those stripes are more than just fur. They are nature's signature, etched into the very fabric of one of the most magnificent creatures to ever walk the earth. Sloths are often seen as the world's slowest animals, living life at an unhurried pace high up in the trees. But what many do not realize is that these sleepy creatures have a hidden superpower, one that allows them to outlast even dolphins underwater. While a dolphin needs to surface every 10 to 15 minutes for air, a sloth can hold its breath for an astonishing 40 minutes. This remarkable ability is thanks to a unique adaptation. Sloths can slow their heart rate by up to a third, dramatically reducing their oxygen needs. Unlike other tree-dwelling mammals, sloths are surprisingly strong swimmers, using their long arms to paddle effortlessly through rivers and flooded forests. Their slow metabolism, often seen as a weakness, actually becomes an advantage, allowing them to conserve energy and survive underwater far longer than most mammals their size. But why do sloths need to swim at all? In the dense rainforests of Central and South America, water offers an escape route. When threatened by predators like jaguars or eagles, a sloth may drop from its tree into a river, relying on its aquatic skills to evade danger. Despite their reputation for sluggishness, in the water, they move with unexpected grace. This ability is just another example of how sloths have mastered the art of survival through adaptation in a world that moves fast. They remind us that sometimes slowing down isn't a weakness, it's a secret strength hidden just beneath the surface. In the pitch-black darkness of the jungle, where vision alone is useless, some of nature's most formidable predators rely on a different kind of sight, one that detects heat rather than light. Pit vipers, pythons, and some both possess a remarkable adaptation, heat-sensing pits located on their faces. These specialized organs allow them to perceive infrared radiation, turning the warmth of living creatures into a visible target, even in complete darkness. This ability gives them an extraordinary hunting advantage. Warm-blooded animals, like rodents and birds, stand out against the cooler background, making it nearly impossible for prey to hide up. Even the slightest temperature difference, just fractions of a degree, can be detected. A snake can lie in wait, perfectly still, until an unsuspecting animal moves within range. With precise aim, it strikes with deadly accuracy, guided not by sight, but by the invisible heat signature of its prey. But these heat pits do more than just help with hunting. Some snakes use them for navigation, sensing the warmth of rocks heated by the sun or detecting other creatures nearby. This sixth sense allows them to thrive in environments where vision alone would fail. From dense forests to underground burrows, for millions of years, snakes have mastered the art of unseen perception. To them, the night is never truly dark. It is alive with the glow of every living creature, a hidden world revealed only through the language of heat. Communication in the animal kingdom comes in many forms: chirps, roars, songs. But for elephants, some of their most important conversations happen beneath their feet. These gentle giants possess an extraordinary ability. They can talk through the ground. By producing deep, low-frequency rumbles, elephants send vibrations traveling through the earth, carrying messages across vast distances. These seismic signals can warn of danger, signal a gathering, or even help lost members find their way back to the herd. Scientists believe elephants detect these vibrations using sensitive cells in their feet and specialized bones in their legs. Some studies suggest they can even distinguish between different types of vibrations, knowing whether the signal comes from a friendly herd or a potential threat. This ability plays a crucial role in their survival. When danger looms, such as a pride of lions or approaching poachers, elephants can alert others miles away without making a sound. Matriarchs, the wise leaders of the herd, use these silent messages to coordinate movements, keeping the group safe and connected across the vast landscapes they roam. But their seismic language is not just about survival. It is also about family. Elephants are deeply social creatures, and their ability to communicate through the ground strengthens the bonds between them. Whether calling out to a distant relative or guiding a newborn calf, elephants prove that true connection goes beyond sound. It is something deeply felt, carried on the very ground beneath them. For decades, scientists believe the deadly bite of the Komodo dragon came from bacteria festering in its saliva, infecting its victims until they succumb to infection. But now we know the truth. The Komodo dragon does not just rely on bacteria, it has venom. Hidden within its powerful jaws are venom glands that secrete toxic proteins, preventing blood from clotting and causing severe blood loss in its prey. Unlike venomous snakes that inject venom through fangs, Komodo dragons deliver their venom through deep, slashing bites. Once bitten, the victim may escape, but not for long. The venom lowers blood pressure, weakens muscles, and sends the prey into shock. With each passing moment, the animal grows weaker, making it an easy target for the relentless predator that patiently follows, waiting for the inevitable collapse. This discovery changed how we view the Komodo dragon, not just as a scavenger, but as a calculated hunter. Found only on a handful of Indonesian islands, these prehistoric giants are the largest lizards in the world, reaching lengths of over 10 feet. With keen senses, powerful limbs, and a venomous advantage, they have ruled their isolated domain for millions of years. The Komodo dragon is living proof that nature's most fearsome predators don't just rely on brute force. They evolve sophisticated weapons hidden beneath the surface. And in the battle for survival, venom is the silent killer that ensures the dragon remains the undisputed king of its island realm. Hyenas are often misunderstood, dismissed as scavengers living off the leftovers of stronger predators. But in reality, these animals are among nature's most powerful hunters, equipped with a weapon that even lions do not possess: a bone-crushing bite. With jaws capable of exerting over 1,000 pounds per square inch of force, hyenas can break through the toughest bones, extracting every last bit of nutrition that other predators leave behind. This incredible strength is not just about feeding. It is an evolutionary advantage. Unlike lions, which rely on sheer muscle to overpower prey, hyenas use endurance and teamwork to wear down their targets. And when a meal is scarce, they can consume entire skeletons, digesting bones with the help of highly acidic stomachs that break down even the hardest materials. Their powerful bite is not just for food. It is also a tool for survival. In territorial disputes, hyenas use their crushing jaws to fight off rivals, sometimes even clashing with lions over kills. In fact, despite their reputation as scavengers, hyenas successfully hunt their own prey more often than lions do, proving their dominance as apex predators. In the wild, strength is not just about size. It is about adaptability. And with one of the most powerful bites in the animal kingdom, hyenas prove that sometimes the most underestimated creatures are also the most unstoppable. Parrots are known for their intelligence, their vibrant feathers, and their ability to mimic human speech. But one parrot species stands out for an entirely different reason. It can live for nearly a century. Meet the kakapo, a rare, flightless parrot from New Zealand that holds the record as one of the longest living birds on the planet. Unlike its airborne relatives, the kakapo has adapted to life on the ground, relying on its strong legs rather than its wings. But what it lacks in flight, it makes up for in longevity. While most parrots live between 20 to 50 years, kakapos can reach an astonishing 90 years, outliving many humans. Scientists believe their slow metabolism and lack of natural predators in the past contributed to their extended lifespan. However, their long lives come with a downside. Kakapos reproduce extremely slowly. Females only breed every 2 to 4 years when certain native fruits are abundant. This, combined with habitat destruction and the introduction of predators like cats and rats, nearly wiped them out. At one point, fewer than 50 kakapos remained in the world, but thanks to dedicated conservation efforts, their numbers are slowly rising, offering hope for their future. The kakapo is more than just a long-lived parrot. It is a living relic, a symbol of resilience in the face of extinction. With continued protection, these remarkable birds may continue to waddle through New Zealand's forests for generations to come. In the animal kingdom, strength comes in many forms. Lions rely on teamwork, tigers use brute force, but jaguars possess something no other big cat does. The most powerful bite of them all, with jaws capable of exerting 1,500 pounds per square inch of pressure. Jaguars are designed for one thing, delivering a single, devastating kill shot. Unlike lions and tigers that suffocate their prey by clamping down on the throat, jaguars take a different approach. Their bite is strong enough to puncture skulls, crushing bone and piercing directly into the brain. This technique allows them to take down some of the toughest prey in the jungle, from armored caimans to thick-shelled turtles. No other big cat hunts this way, making the jaguar a truly unique apex predator. Their incredible bite strength is thanks to a combination of dense jaw muscles and a stocky muscular build. Though smaller than lions or tigers, jaguars are more compact and built for explosive power. They are also exceptional swimmers, using their aquatic skills to ambush prey from rivers and lakes, making them one of the most versatile hunters in the wild. The jaguar's bite is more than just a weapon. It is an evolutionary masterpiece, a tool refined over millennia to dominate its environment. With a single strike, it reminds the jungle why it sits atop the food chain, feared by all who share its domain. Speed, power, precision, these are the weapons of the secretary bird, a fearsome predator that takes down some of Africa's deadliest snakes, not with talons or teeth, but with devastating kicks. Unlike eagles and hawks that swoop down from the skies, the secretary bird hunts on foot, relying on its long, powerful legs to stomp its prey into submission. With a single strike, it can deliver a force 5 times its own body weight, enough to shatter bones and crush a snake's skull. And it does not just strike blindly. Its accuracy is so precise that it can kill a snake in just a few well-placed kicks, avoiding deadly fangs with expert timing. This hunting technique makes the secretary bird one of the most unique raptors in the world, standing over 4 feet tall. It blends the agility of a crane with the killing power of an eagle. Its long legs, covered in tough scales, act as both armor and weapons, allowing it to take down not just snakes, but lizards, rodents, and even small mammals. In the vast and unforgiving African wilderness, survival favors the bold, and with its unmatched skill in combat, the secretary bird proves that sometimes the deadliest hunters do not need claws or fangs, just the perfect kick. In the world of big cats, the roar is a symbol of power. The lion's mighty call can be heard for miles. The tiger's deep growl sends shivers through the jungle. But in the cold, silent heights of the mountains, there is a predator that hunts in near silence. The snow leopard. Unlike its roaring relatives, the snow leopard has a uniquely structured larynx, while lions, tigers, and jaguars have flexible vocal cords that allow them to produce earth-shaking roars. The snow leopard's vocal cords lack the necessary structure. Instead, these elusive cats communicate through softer sounds, growls, hisses, and a distinctive chuffing noise, a friendly greeting among their kind. But in the vast, windswept mountains where they roam, silence is an advantage. Snow leopards are built for stealth, using their thick fur and padded paws to move like ghosts across the landscape. Their near-silent approach helps them stalk prey undetected, striking with unmatched precision. They may not roar, but that does not make them any less fierce. Snow leopards are among the most skilled hunters in the world, thriving in one of the harshest environments on Earth and in the silence of the mountains. Their quiet strength speaks louder than any roar ever could. In the African wild, strength is often measured by sharp claws and powerful jaws, but sometimes survival comes down to a well-placed kick. Meet the giraffe, graceful, towering, and deceptively dangerous, with legs that can grow up to 6 feet long. These gentle giants possess one of the most powerful kicks in the animal kingdom. A single strike from a giraffe's hoof can generate enough force to shatter a lion's skull or snap its spine in half. This incredible power is not just for show, it is a vital defense mechanism. While adult giraffes are too large for most predators, their young are vulnerable. Lions, hyenas, and even crocodiles may attempt to take down a calf, but they risk facing the wrath of a protective mother. Unlike other prey animals that flee at the first sign of danger, giraffes stand their ground. Their long legs act as both weapons and shields, delivering precise, crushing blows in all directions. Even apex predators think twice before challenging a full-grown giraffe. In a world where survival often favors the fastest and fiercest, the giraffe proves that sometimes the deadliest weapon is hidden in plain sight. One kick is all it takes to remind the savannas, predators, that even the tallest creatures can be the most formidable. From the towering giraffes of the savannah to the silent snow leopards of the mountains, the animal kingdom is full of astonishing adaptations, hidden strengths, and untold mysteries. Every creature, no matter how big or small, plays a vital role in the balance of life on Earth. Some rule with power, others with precision, and some with sheer resilience. Whether it's a bird that hunts with kicks, a lizard that shoots blood, or a crow that remembers faces, nature never ceases to amaze. The wild is a world of survival, intelligence, and extraordinary evolution. A world where every heartbeat tells a story, and if we look closely, we just might learn something from it. Here is your chance to win exciting gifts and hampers. Answer this question in the comments. Which of the following animal behaviors was revealed as an unexpected form of bartering in the wild? A. Crows trading shiny objects for food. B. Elephants exchanging leaves for alliances. C. Penguins offering pebbles in exchange for mating favors. D. Ants sharing fungus to avoid wars. Comment your answer below. Share this video with 5 friends, take a screenshot, and send it back to us via the link in the description box. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel to win amazing prizes like smartphones, laptops, or even cash. Let's see who gets it right.